We can all use more power and influence in our lives. We also want to be alert and aware of the moves that powerful people or groups may try to pull on us. To enter the realm of power, you need to see the world in a certain way. And it's more than just understanding the laws of power. You need to have certain skills to apply the laws. Understand, the game of power does not come natural. It is learned through time and effort. The good news is that these skills can be developed by anyone willing to make the effort. Let's take a look at the 8 skills of power. Number 1, master your emotions. The ability to master your emotions is the foundation of power. You must learn to control your emotions, but this does not mean to repress them. We are creatures of emotion, and it is futile and counterproductive to try and repress them. Instead, you want to become aware of your emotions as they pop up. You can observe your emotions while they are happening. Learn to distance yourself from them. When you recognize that you're angry, you can step back and understand that the emotion is trying to take control. Ask yourself, why am I angry? Examining an emotion as an outside observer deflates its power. Once you can observe your emotions as they are happening, they begin to lose their control. Now you may want to use that anger as fuel. Emotions are a form of energy that can be used to fuel motivation, drive, and get things done. The point is, you begin to use your emotions instead of allowing them to control you. Number 2, think objectively about the past and future. When mastering your emotions, you learn to detach yourself from the present moment. Now you also need to be objective about the past and future. When thinking about the future, don't just dwell on how you want things to turn out. You need to spend time thinking of all the potential obstacles that could get in the way of you reaching your goal. Think what could possibly happen to derail your plans, and what you will do about it if that does happen. You need to plan far into the future. The more detailed your plan and the further into the future, the better. At the same time, you must remember the past. Do not remember grudges or insults. You need to forget about those events and move on past them. The best use of the past is to take the valuable lessons you have learned from your mistakes and failures. Your mistake can become a gift in the form of a valuable lesson learned. Take complete ownership of your failures and determine what you could do to prevent those situations from ever happening again in the future. Learning from your mistakes and vowing never to repeat them again is a key secret of success. Number 3, learn to play with appearances. You need to wear many masks and play many roles as an actor if you want to attain power. While this idea may offend you, the truth is that everyone wears a social mask. To be totally honest and always reveal our true feelings would be social suicide. In the realm of power, you will need to be many different people, wearing the mask that the moment calls for. Power is a game of playing with appearances and deception. If you think otherwise, you must be aware that others may be trying to deceive you. A smile and a gift are not always a sign of goodwill. Toxic people will hide behind a friendly facade. If you find the idea of deception as repulsive, realize not everyone shares your moral values. Be aware, there are wolves out there who hide themselves in sheepskins. Number 4, learn patience. Patience is a learned skill, not something you are born with. Learning patience can be a difficult experience, but once conquered, it will make everything easier. Patience is the key skill needed to master the art of timing, and in the quest for power, timing is everything. Patience is really a clever form of action and should be thought of as a shield, protecting you from making stupid mistakes. One moment of patience may ward off great disaster, while one moment of impatience may ruin your whole life. Patience is power. Patience is not an absence of action. Rather, it is timing. It waits on the right time to act. Number 5, see circumstances rather than good or evil. Power is a game. When you play a game, you do not take your opponent's moves personal. He is just trying to win the game same as you. Play the game of power with a deliberate strategy, observing your rival's moves in a cool, calm, objective way. Making a move in chess is not good or evil. It's a calculated move to win the game. Never get caught up on the moral intentions of your rival. Deal with the results of his actions because that is all that matters. The good or bad intentions of others, even so-called friends, are always irrelevant. Well-meaning people are sometimes the most dangerous. Intentions don't matter, outcomes do. What matters are the effects of an action. Results are real. They are what they are. It's the results you have to deal with. People will always justify their actions with some kind of excuse, but you must ignore excuses as a distraction. Results, not excuses. Results are all that matter. Number 6, judge all things by their cost. Before pursuing any type of goal, you need to calculate the cost. Is any goal worth the time and effort required to attain it? No matter how great something looks, you need to have the self-discipline to evaluate all the hidden costs before you go after it. And not only the headaches involved in getting it, but in keeping it maintained once it is yours. Power is often about what you do not do, or what you don't allow yourself to get dragged into. Counting the cost applies to everything, and everything has a price. Is this situation really worth getting into a fight over? Is it worth making an enemy over this? It also applies to who you decide to work with, or who you decide to help. Life is short, time is limited, and real opportunities are few. So count the cost of everything to make sure it is worthy of your precious time. Number 7, study and understand people. Power is a social game. Studying people and learning to understand them is one of the most critical skills you can learn. This is a lifelong task because people are so complex. You must learn how to read people. Study everyone, all the time. Most important is understanding what motivates a particular person. Not just the obvious motives, but the hidden ones. Look for weaknesses and insecurities. Discover fantasies and emotions that move a person. There are different types of people, and you need to distinguish between the wolves, hyenas, and sheep. This is not always easy, because some people are masters at hiding their true nature. For this reason, you need to be careful who you trust. Strive to become a skillful psychologist, the observer of everyone, discovering what makes them tick. Without the ability to read people, you will find no success in the realm of power. While becoming adept at this skill, you will thrive. And finally, number 8, take the indirect route to power. Like a billiard ball that banks off the side of the table a few times before it falls in the pocket, you need to learn how to take the indirect route to power. You need to make plans far into the future, but they must be executed in the least obvious way. Conceal your moves using decoys or a smokescreen. Give gifts to distract from what you are really up to. Find the bait that will lead your enemy into ruin. Let others do your dirty work so your hands remain clean. Make your face a formless mask to keep others guessing. Adapt like water to blend in and further conceal your intentions. Your plans should be secret. Never reveal your tricks. Surprise others with your achievements that seem to have come so easy. The 48 Laws of Power should be considered a handbook on the arts of indirection. Begin to learn and develop these 8 skills so you can apply the laws of power in an effective way.